Oh, hello.
Oh,
Hey, welcome
hello.
to hello,
Hello.
hello,
Oh, hi there.
hello, Chip. Who who joined us today? I thought we were here by ourselves.
Oh,
Hey,
that's
what?
weird. Oh, hello. I see you and I see you and I see you. So
See all these
ridiculous.
people over there hanging out.
Yeah. What's up, OTC
What
fam?
is up, OTC family? It's so great to see everybody on the chain. Here, Jeff, co-host with Chip. What's happening, man? Every day, we try to pull stuff together. Sometimes it's phenomenal. Sometimes it's just kind of phenomenal. But they're always
Kind of
news
phenomenal.
and
Sometimes it's bad.
kind of phenomenal.
Sometimes
But
just
man,
like,
we're gonna reference and kind of get into: is it possible that XRP is going to be uncoupling from Bitcoin, from proof of work, and the EU ban over there? Man, that was close, Chip. That was really, really
way
close.
closer than it should have been, Jeff.
And the SEC enforcing maybe nothing. I don't know what those guys are doing, but there's a lot to dig into. You're ready to kick this thing off.
I am. Let's go.
Welcome to On the Chain.
Oh God, I
All
love
right.
that open. Welcome
the
to
chain.
On the Chain, Jeff. I just love when that
Hello,
happens.
Paul.
So, every once in a while, Ripple
Hello,
puts
Jay.
out these little
Jay Huddle.
Jay Huddle. What's up, Jay Huddle? Jay Huddle. Hey, Jay Huddle. How you doing, Jay Huddle? That's my Jay Huddle voice.
Jay Huddle.
How you doing, Jay Huddle?
Nice.
How's everything going? Good, good. My Jay Huddle voice. Good golly,
All right.
Miss Molly. So Jeff and I were having a little bit of a laugh earlier. And here we go. So Ripple puts out this blog post and they let you know that it's a 6-minute read. Now,
That's good. We're
that's
gonna
not
take
if
6
you're
minutes to read it.
not if you're reading it on the chain, though. That's the whole thing. It's different. Reading on the chain takes a little bit longer
Multiply that by about the factor of 3.
because we talk a lot, Jeff. That's the whole point, right? So
We
there's
do.
a lot of stuff. So APAC leading the way in instant payments. Is there any surprise there? Not really. But I like whatever
another one. That's a really cool graphic.
It's a really cool graph. I don't know what it is.
Those spikes on a ball.
Yeah. Can you imagine you got
just
tossed on that with like metal things go right through you? Ooh,
dude, that would suck.
not good.
Some of those movies always slide down the side of the building. They're going. It's always that curve. Not going to work so well.
Yeah, you kind of like boom, 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 all the way down. The Asia Pacific countries have been rocking this crypto since day one, pretty much. The global leaders delivering instant payments through digital banking solutions, experimentation, and innovation around alternative payment rails to better facilitate both cross-border and domestic instant payments serves to bolster the region's growing stature and leadership. In recent years, APAC grown to dominate the digital banking sector. 20% of approximately 250 digital banks worldwide are based in the APAC region. Are you surprised by that number, Jeff, or not really?
Not so much.
Yeah, it's like some of you almost expect it. Then the regional leaders are Singapore, ranked the world's top most 5 competitive financial centers. And you know what else they have there, Jeff? Crypto clarity, Jeff.
Interesting.
So you see how that goes hand in hand.
And XRP.
And XRP. They enacted clear and effective government regulations, support of innovative payment technologies, achieved a 58% increase, and instant payments in 2021. In the Philippines, saw virtual currency transactions jump by 71% from 2020 to 2021. It's almost like this is a Dear Gary letter. Dear Gary, look what's going on in the world, but not here, Gary.
Not here, Gary. Take your crap and go somewhere else with it.
You tell him, Jeff.
That's it.
You tell
No
him. Go
way.
someplace else.
Go somewhere else, Gary. Go hang out wherever that other guy's hanging out.
Yeah, well, instant payments are taking off faster in APAC than anywhere else. Their success in the region not guaranteed. Key contributing factors include further blockchain and global banking platform adoption, as well as the close collaborations between business and government. So let's dive into how instant payments, both crypto and non-crypto versions, have evolved, discuss the barriers to successful implementation, what to expect for the next advancing region, and why we hate the SEC. Okay, I added the last part.
That's all in there. I like that part.
I added the last part. I didn't say that.
So they didn't write that. So this is man, as we start looking around, and here we are with the current financial infrastructure that seems to be kind of imploding on itself. A lot of discussion country to country about centrally backed digital currencies. And, at this point, it just seems like there's going to be a little bit of a battle, so to speak, that's going to come center stage here pretty soon, where we have the decentralized space, and then you have all of the previous candidates, all the typicals that you would expect in the brick and mortars that are going to be very, very resistant. But yet, look at the mess. Look at the absolute disaster. I mean, there's some crazy stuff that we're seeing unfold right now, and it seems like it could be relatively simple to fix. I don't know.
Oh, it's very simple to fix, Jeff. I think so. I think it's very. Look at this right here. Bird Dog, the Crypto Ronin says, "Hello all. On the Chain's the place to be. I'm overloaded on YouTube today, but I'm making space for On the Chain. Jeff is the man.
There we go.
Chip is okay too.
Chip is okay too.
Thanks, man. Appreciate the vote of confidence there.
The Bird Dog.
Everyone has their favorites. That's okay.
Man.
Smash the likey.
Look at Legendary. What a solid comment there. Does the cost of clarity increase with inflation?
Ooh. And you see that little
interesting.
You see he's an On the Chain member too, so that's awesome.
I see.
Also awesome. So thank you all of our supporters and all of everybody that's in the chat.
Want to be, what happens that the On the Chain members have to do a little bit extra sleuthing in order to figure out how to join On the Chain.
It's not easy, Jeff. I joined myself on Saturday morning, and man, it was a major undertaking. It really was something, but
dissect the description and figure out what that link does.
Well, then I had to go log in, and I was like, remember, my normal account's different than this account, and I've got a personal account. But just to make it easy for you guys, I just threw it in the chat. Simple. It's otc.one/join.
Nice.
It can't be any easier, Jeff. I mean, it's just that easy.
Can't forget that. Revolution
of gold.
It's interesting. The revolution of gold.
Revaluation, not revolution. Revaluation.
How do we both admit that?
I don't know. we see what we want to see. Revolution, yay!
I saw the revolution, the gold revolution.
Revaluation. Boo.
So which direction? So revaluation up, or revaluation down?
Quite honestly, gold should be about $33,000 or $34,000 an ounce. It really ought to be.
It was hovering around 2,000.
Yeah, but it's been artificial because of the paper markets. They're totally keeping. This is something they can manipulate a little bit. And I even think I'm even beginning to believe that Bitcoin's being manipulated. So I think all the central banks bought a crap ton of Bitcoin and are manipulating the market, selling it. Who knows? I mean, it's just speculation, but
buying it all kind of on the sly.
They're buying on the sly, but then they probably communicate. Let's all sell. Let's create a panic. Let's buy more, buy the dip, and they're probably cycling through it because they really can't control it other than those kind of potential runs, and if they own enough of it. But we shall see.
Man, could you believe how close that Euro vote came? I mean,
Jeff, I'll be honest with you, I am shocked. A lot of people were panic selling yesterday, especially on the Bitcoin side, Ethereum. But I saw it all over crypto Twitter. They were like, we got to sell. And, tomorrow it's going to get outlawed. I'm like, dude, if that happens, we're in a lot bigger trouble. Okay. If they start doing that, I really believed that it wasn't going to be a vote against proof of work because it's ludicrous. But the fact that it was that close is really frightening.
I mean, their idea would basically try to unwind Bitcoin specifically, which then gets us back to this notion of energy. So let's say, we are making enough power for the entire world, and maybe it's, a combination of things. Maybe we're, generating nuclear power. Maybe there's some wind turbines out there, some solar power, if both were efficient. Where they stand right now, not so efficient. But let's say they were. And so let's say now we have all this. Why would you even move from proof of work at that point? What would be the objective? Why not, let Bitcoin be Bitcoin because they like the way they are. And then if you don't like it, go someplace else. I mean,
that's the second time you said that, right? Jeff. You don't like it, go someplace else.
That's how I see it.
Third time's a charm.
If you don't like it, there's 1,800 other digital assets that you can go buy and be happy. Don't worry.
Potentially, you can be happy.
Potentially.
Doesn't mean you're going to be happy, but I mean, yeah, there's other.
And well, Charles says proof of your work doesn't work, but so what? So it works.
That's what I say too. Who cares? Bitcoin takes a long time to transfer. So what? Are we buying goods with it? No, I mean it's like, it's not. You're not using it. When you talk about the payment rail, I think that's where you get in trouble. But look at this, Jeff. We've talked about Jake Chervinsky before. He's the head of policy at Blockchain Association.
Yep.
And so I wanted to. This is what he said last night, and I did write a tweet, but I deleted it because I was like, we'll just talk about it on the show. I don't have to be a negative Nancy out there doing all that stuff. But he said, make no mistake, if they manage to ban proof of work, they'll come for proof of stake next. And every other Sybil resistance mechanism after that. Well, Jake's finally awoken from his deep slumber because when the SEC went after Ripple, it didn't even bat an eyelash. It didn't even give a rat's behind. Now it says this.
Now they're coming after his.
Well, see, that's the thing, Jeff. You see, nobody worries about people that are getting slaughtered or crushed in another country, but they're a little more worried when it happens across the street. You know what I mean? It's like, well, that's happening across the street.
Like that, you got Hands Loaded said, reading another podcast. And that's kind of a funny story. If you look at, what is that company? Xiaomi, probably not pronouncing it correct. They were the ones that took the weighting out of the World Wide Web. That was back in the 90s with
dude, that's way before my time. I don't know.
You remember the 90s?
No, not much.
Come on.
Really, be honest. Man. No, I don't remember that.
Partying it up in the 90s.
I remember Zombie. There's like some site you went to. It's like Zombie is the greatest site in the world. Everybody goes to Zombie. Zombie's great. People wait all night to go to Zombie. I wish I could find that again. It was just the whole thing about Zombie and it was something like that. I don't know if I'm saying that.
I wonder if it's still there. Pets.com.
Does anybody ever acquire that URL?
I don't know.
I think the puppet ruined it for him, dude. I'm gonna be honest. The puppet ruined it for him. So
kind of like Quiznos with the rats.
Oh, here we go with the rats again. Here we go. So Jake Chervinsky says this isn't about just about environmental impact. It's about the right of non-state money to exist. Their strategy is divide and conquer. Let's not fall for it. Okay, now let's not fall for it. But meanwhile, when they go after Ripple, Jake Chervinsky's over there, getting a manicure. But now they hit a little too close to home, and they're gonna have to proof. He goes, they're gonna ban proof of work. They're gonna come in for proof of stake, and then everything else is gonna be really, Jake. Come on, man. Come on, man.
Man, it's so crazy. You think of what's that old adage? When they were coming for everybody else, and you weren't there to help, but then when they came they came for you. There wasn't anyone to help you.
Nobody to help you. It's exactly the thing. Look at this. Look at Orca Blue's comment. LOL. Wasn't this the dude cheering on the government side during the divide and conquer effort that was Ripple lawsuit? Now he's telling people not to fall for it.
But it's good. So he has a wake up call. He has an awakening. So let's see if he has a response to his awakening.
Is the XRP community not part of your family, Jake? I haven't said anything about the XRP in weeks or months. It's absolutely glorious. So he's a hater. He's a hater, Jeff.
In weeks or months.
Yeah.
Man, but you know what? So what? Now they're all panicky. But even if you don't agree, you can agree with that. That if they're going to come after, that's why Chip, you and I have been so hyper focused on the outcome of the SEC v Ripple case, and why we have to really try to drag out as much detail as possible, and then look at the geopolitical impact on cryptocurrency. Because if we ignore all the other elements, then you get to this point, and you're like, oh, they just shut down Bitcoin, and we didn't even know they made it illegal. What just happened?
Well, again, Jeff, if we had this conversation 2 years ago and we said like, look, it could happen, you're like, come on, man, it's never going to happen. Yeah. But everything is possible today, like right now, and where we are at this juncture in life, in the world, in the universe, everything is possible. Everything,
exactly.
Jeff.
And anything. And
it's kind of weird. It's getting a little bit weird. I'm just saying.
Here we go. BTC Maxi's run on proof of smugness.
Ooh, I like that. Proof POS, proof of smugness. Yeah, the proof is always there. There's no doubt about that, Jeff.
Hey, check out this. Let's buy MySpace. Imagine we can buy MySpace and we can turn it into the on-the-chain metaverse.
Yeah.
Come visit MySpace.
Yeah, we'll do a picture like this where you're like turning around like this, like that one MySpace dude. Remember that? What was his name? Chris or something like that? I don't remember. It's just ridiculous. It's ridiculous, Jeff. Nobody even
I still
knows
think the
anymore.
idea of a metaverse where you have all the stores that closed, when you have kind of representation. So, all those glorious .coms and physical stores. Go check it out. Go walk into Borders. Check it out, Borders. Be interesting.
We have a Borders books. What do we have? What's the one that's still open?
Barnes and Noble's the only one.
I just drove by there. I'm like, the place is still going. There's still people in there. There's a coffee shop. I would always go in there. You know why? Because they always have these amazing magazines that you've never heard of before. You wouldn't buy one, but there's a couple good, and I especially like the tattoo ones. I've seen tattoos like that I've never seen. Now, when I was like in line the other day, and I had I was at the local supermarket, like the local version of it, the smaller version of it. The guy had a tattoo, but he was probably in his early 60s. And I almost wanted to ask him, like, hey, what did that used to be? It was like, it's a blob of weirdness on his leg. It's like, was that something at one point? Because it just all got like melted together. It was pretty rough. It was pretty rough. So, Johnny Deaton, John's looking pretty dapper these days. For some reason, he's getting really dressed up for interviews, Jeff. And I don't know why, but he's like,
dude, I think we need to follow his.
He looks like a pro. I mean,
yeah,
he looks like so incredibly pro. And I'm looking at him, I'm like, damn, you guys, like, I think he'll be on Fox News. He'll be the legal correspondent on Fox News.
He's setting himself up. You know what? I'm just gonna commit to shaving before an episode.
No, I think you should let it grow. I think you should grow a beard, Jeff. That's my honest opinion.
beard.
Jeff, launch the poll. Should Jeff grow a beard? Launch the poll. Come on, let's do it. Launch it. Let's see what the family thinks. What does the SEC think about it, Jeff? Let's see if Gary thinks you should grow it.
SEC, OTC.
The SEC, no, OTC, not the SEC. What is the SEC? Well, I wonder if Gary thinks you should grow it. Maybe if Gary grew a beard, I think he would look a little bit more
pull out there.
A little tougher, maybe. No, the SEC family, what are they thinking? Are they thinking it's a good idea? And while you're doing that, Jeff, I'm going to go ahead and pull this video up that John Deaton, he interviewed Jeremy Kauffman, and he's the CEO and founder of LBRY. By the way, Jeff, we had Jeremy Kauffman on here about a year and a half ago on the chain. Great dude, great interview. And John Deaton interviews him. And there's this little short blurb, and it's a really good clip. Let me throw this up here.
Come on in. We heard Bill Hinman say, and Jay Clayton said, come in and we'll work with you. I have to tell you, Jeremy, if someone such as yourself came to me today as a lawyer seeking advice, I would say, don't cooperate.
Correct. That's my advice. I tell blockchain entrepreneurs, hide as much as you can do, obscure everything that you're doing, just hide as much as you can. And that's messed up because that's what we did. We went in, we were maximally transparent. We said, here's the spreadsheet that you can download of a literally line by line of everything we're doing with our money. And all I did was get punished for it. No, there's no sense in which by being a good guy, you're going to avoid it. The SEC, they're lazy. They are lazy people. They don't care about catching bad guys. They care about catching people that they personally dislike or that are easy for them to catch. Okay, I mean, you can look at some of the actors in this space that that have been, clearly selling stuff that's crap, and the SEC doesn't even go after them.
Oh, I tell you, landed a lot of good punches right there. And what did you think about that, Jeff?
That was solid. Run away.
Run away. Hide as much stuff as you can. Obviously.
Let's see. If you were the SEC and you wanted to invite everybody in, are you going to dangle? You're dangling the carrot. Right? You're going to say, hey, come in and talk to us. We want to talk. We want to help you. Bring all your stuff. Right? But behind their back, it's kind of like, Bugs Bunny and Elmer Fudd. Right? And you come in and then whack. Yeah, you get smashed over the head with a mallet. Or the Roadrunner and Wile E. Coyote. And you get blown up with some TNT. That's kind of what it's like.
TNT. Dynamite. TNT.
They are lazy. I mean, it's out of control.
They're
Those guys,
lazy.
they just need to, 2022 can't come fast enough, and that's going to put the SEC and Gary Gensler out of business. That's what's going to
Right?
happen.
I think they should.
Yeah,
know
they
what,
still
Jeff?
need to deal
You know
with
what's
the
weird?
issue with Clayton.
We're gonna have to go add this to our. We're gonna have to add this to our interviews. For some reason, it's not there, but here it is, right here. There is the
What?
interview. We don't have it on our site
Man.
for some reason. I don't know why.
Insane.
But there it is, right there. That's
Wow, that only had 325 views.
It's pretty sad, Jeff.
Holy crap.
Pretty sad.
What? That was a great interview too.
It was a great interview. Look at me, Jeff. I look like I got somebody buzzing, like held me down and shaved my head or something.
Look, we look exactly the same in the same spot.
Pretty
Haven't
much,
moved.
Jeff. I have the same shirt on. I think it's not even the same shirt, but it looks like the same shirt.
Exactly the same.
If you were wearing your blue shirt, Jeff,
That would have been great.
if you were wearing that blue shirt, I would have been like, all right, let's just. All right, it's
No.
over, guys. We gotta go.
The
Sorry,
next
man.
time-
No wonder
next time we got
nobody.
to time that.
No wonder
That'd
we
be
lose
great.
subs.
We're gonna invite him back on. We'll
No, the
invite
same-
Jeremy Kauffman back on and be
same
like,
shirt.
Jeremy, you got to wear the exact same shirt that you did a year ago in front of that library sign. It's gonna be hilarious.
I have to say that he does look like he aged a little bit. I think that SEC lawsuit's been rough, dude. I mean, it's been pretty. This was May of 2020. Wow, May 17th. How about that? What do you think about that, Jeff? Holy cow, we gotta go
Wow.
back and add that. I don't know why it's
Man,
not
oh,
on
man.
there. I really don't know why. I'm gonna
Whatever
keep it
happened
for
with
my-
interviewing the mayor of Miami? I was still working on that.
I don't know what happened with that, Jeff. I thought we were making progress on that.
Yeah, I thought so too. Kind of.
I think it's better when he hasn't been like in the news every single day.
Yeah, if we could bring him back and talk about something interesting, how about we bring what's his name, Eric Jones or
Eric Adams from New York City.
Eric Jones is the NASCAR driver. Eric Adams. Imagine we bring him in and say, hey, how'd that whole buying your crypto thing work out for you on Coinbase? Did you actually buy it? Did you actually keep it?
I don't know
Or
what
you
he's
just
doing.
Buy it, and there it was like, it's supposed to be automatic, but he couldn't. They couldn't. It was. Oh my god. Oh, I can't get over it, Chip. It's just too much. It's always so. It's always so many funny things to, look at. Did you see how Japan is now ordering crypto exchanges to block Russia? So I thought that was
Again,
kind
I mean,
of
why would
coming
you hurt-
down the pipeline.
Why would you hurt the people? I mean, do people think that every person that lives in a country is lockstep with the government? It's almost 90% the other way, especially when it comes to any conflicts. Nobody's like, yeah, endorse the conflict. Nobody's into it. It's really weird, Jeff.
Look at that.
To be honest, it's a little
Japan
crazy.
orders crypto exchanges not to process transactions involving Russian
Oh,
assets.
man.
Man,
Really, dude?
that could be a little bit brutal.
I think it's a lot.
I mean, that's they're punishing the people, and they figure, if they punish the people, then then the government is going to fall in lockstep. that doesn't typically work out too well. But I'll tell you what else. While they should be focusing on positive crypto legislation, I'll tell you what our people are up to on our side of the pond. We've got Elizabeth Warren talking about canceling $50,000 in student debt would help Americans whose only sin was to be born into a family that who couldn't write a check to go to school. Or, Chip, you know what I was figuring?
Oh,
You
God.
could either be that person, or you could just lie. You just kind of make
This-
up a story and misappropriate someone else's culture and heritage, and then build your entire career based on that one event, based on
Isn't
the
it-
box that you checked when you applied for college.
Isn't that what you did?
Oh yeah, that's right. That's exactly what you did.
Hmm.
Or what a better idea would be? Stop the government from guaranteeing the student debt. Making right. So if the government guarantees the debt, you can't default on that debt. You're always going to owe that debt no matter what. You can't discharge it. It follows you for life. And so you're basically subservient to the banks. And then what's crazy about it, so if you have the government guaranteeing the debt, then the school's response is to continuously push the cost of tuition higher and higher. So when you have $50,000 a year college tuition, it's not because college is that expensive. It's because of the cycle of life, and you put the government involved. And so I'm looking at this, as a kind of a reference point. It's kind of a wake up call. I've seen, Elon Musk had a really good video. He had a short talking about, not going to college and how many, entrepreneurs never went to college, and then there was another topic I was looking at, and they said, if you pull out all of the tradesmen, imagine, all of a sudden everyone has to go to college. So there's no electricians, no lawn service, no plumbing, no mechanics, there's nothing. And what do they just assume? You get your 4-year degree and you're going to go open up a mechanic shop because, I got a 4-year degree. Where do they think all these companies come from? So you get someone that wants to better their life, and change everything. And so you grew up a certain way and now you're motivated and you're passionate. You're either going to go to college or you're going to find another way out through working. And how many stories like that have we heard? And then on the other side of it, Chip, to bring it back to crypto seems to be a mechanism that's allowing people to make all sorts of money. I mean, it's just unbelievable, and they want to crush that too. So you have Elizabeth Warren, kind of fakely finessing her way to the top. And then now they just want to cancel all that $50,000 debt. So you know what that is? It's transfer of wealth from the government, from the taxpayers to the colleges, to the universities that are then, miseducating. They have professors like, that guy from MIT.
MIT. I know who that is.
MIT. So crazy stuff, man. It just gets me fired up.
You know what gets me fired up, Jeff?
Yeah.
Saturday morning rant now on
Rant
Mondays.
on
No,
Monday.
it's pretty much every day of the week. But and Jeff, when you weren't here last week, and I was holding down the fort Tuesday through Thursday. I just want a little bit of ranty. Got a little ranty every once in a while. So yes, last night something happened. We showed a Jeremy Hogan tweet, and we're like, "This is it. It's the tweet of the year. It's the OntheChain tweet of the year."
Here we go.
And this was last night's episode right here. We were talking. It was on Twitter. There it is. Ripple Fair Notice, blah, blah, blah. There's us. And then there's Jeremy Hogan. On behalf of myself, I gladly accept the OntheChain Tweet of the Year award. Have a great week, guys. So that's awesome. So this is going to be something. We're gonna have some fun with this, Jeff.
That's going to be fantastic. I'm looking forward to it.
Wait till he sees the award. It's going to be phenomenal.
It's going to be a phenomenal award, and we're going to present that. Do a live stream presentation of the award.
Yeah, it's going to be
unless
good.
We live stream from Orlando and go up there in person, but I don't know how managed to do that time wise. But overall, that would be we'll get it to him. We'll get it to him. It'd be really, really cool.
So I gotta say that I love Jeremy Hogan. That's just it's fun. He on behalf of himself, I gladly accept. Yes, that's what we wanted to hear. Great. So now we can deliver that award. It was beautiful.
Oh, go backwards. Steve Willett said I was wearing the same shirt again. I wasn't wearing this shirt yesterday. Was I? I can't remember.
Were you wearing that shirt yesterday?
Might have been wearing this one. Oh.
No, you weren't wearing that shirt yesterday.
No, different shirt. Man. Oh, that was the OntheChain shirt.
I was wearing a different shirt.
Should have wore the OntheChain. That would have been good.
But I was wearing the same shirt or a similar type of a shirt from a year and a half ago. Great. Maybe 2 years ago. Something like that. Sweet. That's all it was. Sweet. Yeah, Jeff. It's like you guys, if you realize it, when we look at our stats, it tells you the running total of new subscribers over 30 days. 1. That means we've lost subscriptions. We've lost subs.
I don't know it's possible.
I don't think so. I think
it's
throttled, Jeff.
It's definitely throttled. Every show adds subs. So if you have a net gain that's registered, how do they register a net loss? Remember that one time we were stuck, all of a sudden they just released everything. Remember, it was just like this massive
the Kraken got released, yeah.
The Kraken.
They released the Kraken. And then it got released.
Watching us.
We do like a really get like a guest on here. It gets a lot. But Jeff, look at this. We were talking about this, but
Randy's saying we're behind with our wardrobe department. They better do a better job.
Man, yeah, you know what it says. You get
from now on, we'll be coming in here with Armani suits.
That would be fun, Jeff. All dressed up. People might take us more seriously if we had like a suit and tie on. You know what I mean? Like a nice tie, and We'd wear all kinds of wacky ties all the time. That might be kind
Oh,
of
that'd
fun.
be kind of cool. There we go. There we go.
know,
We're
maybe
onto
we-
something.
Maybe some cool hats we would wear. People might
Sweet.
take us more seriously. I don't know.
That's right.
I don't know if they would or not. I don't think it
Pleasant
matters.
evening, Chip.
Look at European Union votes 32 to 23. Jeff, that is way too close. Now you're talking about a differential of 9 votes. For real? Against the
like
de
to know,
facto
yeah.
Bitcoin mining ban. The fact that there were
Man.
23 that said, yeah, let's ban it. That's I don't know what to say, Jeff. That to me is a shocker. People are like, oh, see, it didn't pass. Yeah, it didn't pass, but look at this. You got to like this writer right here, Scott Cipollina. You see that, Jeff? See that?
Yeah.
Cipollina.
There you go. Chipolina. Scott Chip. Scott
Today's-
Chipolina.
Jeff,
From
today
now on,
somebody
we're going to call you Chipolina.
say somebody called me
What's
Chip,
up,
and they're like,
Chipolina?
"Oh, should I call you Chip?" And I'm like, "Call me whatever you want, man. You want to call me Chip? I go, call me. I go, I actually prefer Chip." They're like, "Okay, I'll call you Chip."
Chip, the chipster.
It's not my first name. It's just my name. It's part of my name. But look at these flags, circles, and it's so inventive too, innovative. Let's put stars and a circle on a flag. There you go.
Sweet.
So the
That'd be
European
traffic.
Parliament Committee on Economic Monetary Affairs, Econ, spent the day wrestling. They wrestled pretty solid, right? I mean, a difference of 9 people. That's how close this was. Today, Econ rejected versions of the legislative package that contain what has been described as the de facto ban on proof-of-work cryptocurrency mining used by cryptos such as Bitcoin and Ethereum. But Jeff, like to the larger degree, tell me how what would have happened. Let's suppose they would have said, okay, yeah, let's suppose the vote was the opposite of that, and it was they banned proof. What would they have done? Could they have controlled it? Well, I mean, they issue fines.
No, it would have been interesting. I mean, I think all pandemonium would have broken loose at that point. I think the plan was to ramp it, down by 2025. So basically, you're saying, hey guys, get this figured out. you gotta sort everything out and get it going here. We want, get rid of the proof of work, and that's it.
Jeff,
Figure
have you ever considered this? Have you ever considered this, that how many people in crypto right now that are just like into crypto will not be here for the last block mined for Bitcoin? Sometimes I'll look around and I'll be like, wow, in 100 years, all these people will be gone. They'll all be dead. You ever do that?
I don't know.
It'll be all new people here.
Yeah, it'll be all new people. We'll still be here, because we're buying a DeLorean. And,
that'd be fun. Time travel. But do you age during time travel though? I don't know.
You're not supposed to. I mean, you should be able to bounce back and forth, but I don't know what kind of impact it has on your bones and everything. Could be tough. So that
I think it'd be fun
Like-
though.
be sweet.
I think it would be fun. So I don't know if you know CryptoFinally. She's a Bitcoin maximalist, but I laugh so hard. Like every once in a while, you come across a tweet, and I thought this was a really funny tweet. She just says like, let me read her bio first before we do this. Her bio says,
Hey, Chip, we're getting on the chain lobster bibs. That's what we're going to be wearing.
Ooh, that's a fad right there. Yeah, nice. So she
Everyone
said,
will have that.
incredibly undervalued internet nerd, elder girl, quest to get crypto rich, DeFi, but she's 193,000 followers on. But she said,
Wow.
she posed this question, Jeff, and I think it's an interesting one.
Right?
She said, "What if we really are in a cult, though?" I don't know. Maybe we're on a cult. Maybe it's really not. We're in the crypto. Maybe we're just all in a cult. I mean, it's not the OTC cult or anything, but I'm just saying it's an interesting question. What if we are really in a cult, though?
We might be. Who knows? But it's
Who
a
knows?
really cool one if we are. I like it.
Yeah, and it's nobody asks you for your keys.
I mean, it's fun. Exactly. You don't have to go anywhere. You can kind of do it from the comfort of your home. You can hang out with a lot of cool people. It's a really cool one as far as cults go.
I saw this. This was somebody put. Intel embraces new technology and invested billions in proof of work mining. Meanwhile, Europe wants to ban that same proof of work technology. Dude,
You're at peak stupidity.
What the hell's going on?
Yeah, look, they actually have people in this picture. Last time it was empty.
They don't look that excited, though. I'll be honest.
Man, they're not that exciting, you know. But look, they get more people than they do in a House vote in the U.S. Congress. People actually show up.
Just in, U.S. Senate bill aims to make Bitcoin purchases under $600 tax-free. Woohoo!
No, we get another one. And that's what they've been trying to do. That was in the Token Taxonomy Act.
It wasn't the Token Taxonomy Act 3 years ago, Jeff. Maybe coming up. I think it was released 3 years ago, March, maybe, or April.
Oh yeah, they kept dropping. It was always dropping in March, April timeframe.
Yeah, it seemed to be like right after the new Congress took over, they would like do this. They would put it on
Now,
again.
I'm saying that if we travel into the future, and we wait for the last mining, we're gonna have 10,000. So we're gonna.
By the way,
run a reverse count.
Yeah. By the way, we discovered that we will not actually have. Because Jeff was investigating why there's no every other channel. It's got at the top it says "Join Now." Jeff was investigating, so he sends me a message, and I read it. And he goes, "Oh, you have to have 30,000 subs." I'm like, "What? 2 years from now?" It's like
2 years.
It's like 6,000 subs over 2 years. We can do this, Jeff. We can make it happen if we don't keep eroding. And Jeff, something I think that there's a guy that I follow on Twitter. His name is Hladczuk. He mostly tweets about frameworks and technology. But this one caught my eye because there's a lot of truth to it, but I want to get your take on it. Here it is. No one cares about you. Beyond family and your closest friend, no one actually cares about you. And this is incredibly freeing. It means nobody is thinking about you. So don't make life decisions based on what others think. Now you're free to take big bets.
Oh, there we go. That's awesome.
I love it, right? No one cares about you.
I like that.
You know, it was a fun thing. Like when back in, you know, I'd go to school, like you'd have a new shirt you would wear. And this was like, it became a fun thing in my house. Like people would say, my mom and dad would be like, "So did they like your new shirt?" I'm like, who would have noticed my new shirt? So it's still funny. So everyone in the family does that. "Hey mom, did anyone notice your new shirt? Did they notice your new shoes today?" People are too worried about themselves. They don't know what you know, unless you started wearing the same thing every day, you probably wouldn't notice.
That's a cool idea. And start wearing the exact same thing.
Jeff, I thought that was the greatest idea when first Steve Jobs invented it, then you had Mark Zuckerberg. But quite honestly, I would like a closet of the same shirts, the same jeans, same shoes, and wear them every single day. Don't want to be defined by my choices. I just want one choice.
Same color, white shirt. You know, maybe jeans. So, and then you can get a white button-down shirt with a black or blue suit. That's it.
Well, if you lived in 1936, that's what you had. You had one stinky suit with two different shirts and in the hat, and you wore that everywhere. And on a 70,
you know,
and on
like in the movies, Chip.
Yeah, you wore that on a 100-degree day.
Yeah, what's up with that? Check this out. XRP Panic is saying he's going to initiate 500 consecutive buys under $600 tax-free. They tax-free like a mofo.
Sounds like a plan. I like that.
I'd be moving all sorts of $500. What are you doing? I'm moving $500. Everything's set up for $500. Might take me a long time, but I'm going to move $500.
$500 up and down, all over. It's not, no matter what they come up with, somebody's going to find a way around it, through it, under it, on top of it, around it. They figure out a way, Jeff.
Evil Carrot's got an idea here, Chip. This will be the next video. Make some weird faces on a picture, add some text, Dogecoin to Mars on the next YouTube thumbnail, and you're going to double your members. Exactly. We'll both be like,
oh, you know, people just screenshot that right now, Jeff. Ready?
Oh, yeah, exactly. That's funny.
It's like, you know, people are screenshotting, memeing the crap out of that right now, right?
Yeah.
I know they always have that weird, like,
yeah,
with a shocked face, like,
yeah.
You know what, Evil Carrot? You just may be a genius. Brilliant. I love it. Well, we got to start. God. Jeff, let's do that for the next week. Just put your picture of its shocked faces.
That's it. We'll be doing. Everyone will be a different shocked face.
It'll be Bitcoin crashes to zero. I won't even talk about Bitcoin. We won't talk about Bitcoin. It'll be great.
Oh, that'll be awesome. It's like everyone else. XRP hit $1,000.
Yeah. Well, I remember one time we did a video and somebody, it was basically a headline. Someone said, XRP between $7 and $11.
Oh yeah.
And they go, and someone wrote a comment, man, I used to respect you guys. Now you're like doing clickbait videos. I'm like, well, if you watch the video, we was a story that we covered. We didn't say it was going that. Man, it's like people are like, you're just putting out clickbait now. I'm like, dude, did you actually listen to it?
Typically not.
No.
Those are the best commentaries.
It's the best.
Here we go. When XRP hits $100, I'll buy Chip a custom.
Oh
smoothie.
yeah.
There you
now
go.
You're talking CG.
Dude,
I
that'd
like
be sweet,
that.
man. You get
I
one of
like
those
that.
little things on those.
With the pipe.
What are those things called? You get one that has like that OTC going to the moon
I
logo.
want a giant OTC like in those college lettering with the fuzzy letters.
There you go. No, that'd be sweet.
Or how about a bathrobe with a giant OTC with a cape on it?
Oh.
Can you imagine walking around with a cape? Jeff, when we get a meetup, you and I will wear capes that have OTC on the back.
I like the bathrobe idea though. We'll be in a bathrobe, OTC, and XRP.
Can you imagine that?
Slippers and a pipe.
Can you imagine how Rick hey Jeff with a big old thing? I'll be Simon Hefner.
Yeah, that'll be so funny. But the name tag, Kev. Hey,
Kev
welcome
to
our live meetup. This is Kev and that's Simon.
Hello.
I'll be your host tonight.
Hello. It's ridiculous. Yeah. Can you imagine that? Can you imagine how ridiculous that'd be? So hey, DAI, digital asset investor. He still says I'm the digital asset investor on every video. You say, hey, this is Jeff, that's Chip. We have to tell people that. We have to let them know who we are. We got to let them know.
Puffy Pirate
OTC
shirt.
Puffy Pirate shirt. Ooh, the Puffy Pirate shirt. Yeah, that was awesome.
Simon Hefner.
Simon Hefner, that's me. Simon Hefner. With a big old cape and OTC on the back. Yeah. Can you see it? Can you feel it, Jeff? I feel it. I like it. Do you like that?
And just like that, 5 subs are gone.
Poof.
That's poof.
Erased.
Oh my God.
Erased.
We did talk about the Deaton interview with the CEO of LBRY.
Yeah, we already talked about it. Chris, all you have to do is rewind. Start at the beginning, find it.
That was a good one.
It was a good one. Yeah, we did talk about that. And by the way, Jeremy Kauffman was here. We discovered something, though. It's not on our website for some reason. We will get that there tonight. At the conclusion of the show, we'll throw it up there.
Yeah. Hey, Chip, did somebody say cassettes?
I think so. I hear it.
Please. The usual, sir. Please. 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 Please.
That's so funny. You got to get your hair all wavy like that and put some sunglasses. You could fit in perfectly.
Yeah, my hair was really super long, and I had to cut it all off. It was like getting crazy. It's turning into a caveman. Yeah. So this is so digital asset investor tweeted this out. The first part is good. The second part is still one of our favorite videos. We must have played it multiple times, and you'll recognize it as soon as you see it, Jeff. Let's listen to it.
The technology to allow every financial institution on the planet to settle with every other financial institution in a compatible jurisdiction in any asset in seconds for less than a penny. Just think about this. Anyone who's made a payment knows that we're nowhere near that today. But imagine every financial institution settling with every other financial institution in seconds for less than a penny, any asset. That's fundamentally transformative. We have the technology to do it. Now we just need to figure out how to drive the adoption. And
Jeff, you remember that? So the $6 Million Man was a show in the 70s. They said, we have the technology, bigger, faster, stronger. And here we are in 2022. So they're talking about we have the technology. And we have it to move basically all the money in the world. That's what he's talking about.
It's great. So we got the $6 trillion company. The
you think he's read any of those
$6 trillion solution.
So behind him are all these books slanted on the bookcase. You think he's read all those books? All those
he puts them up there.
but you know what's interesting?
He's got a printer with a fax machine over there.
Yeah, a fax machine. Fax some stuff. And there's what's that right to the left? It looks like a record player where you'd fold down you'd fold it down and you like put your record on top of there as it starts to play. But those I wonder, it's like, are there DVDs on that shelf? They're all kind of
dude, that guy reads all sorts of books.
He probably does. He probably wrote a few books.
Smart.
Let's listen in.
Of course, there's all the challenges there's incumbents, there's regulation, there's inertia. You know, there's the there's big players who are really trying to defend, you know, if you're one of the largest banks in the world, you want to push pause or stop on technology, because you're in the lead. So of course, like, you know, you say you love technology, but obviously, you know, you wish you could stop it. So, you know, all those challenges.
And if you mentioned Jamie Dimon, so let's bring it back to Jamie.
This is the famous clip where Tim Draper body slams, throat punches Gary Gensler. Now, this is obviously before Gensler was a chair, but it's still one of the greatest interviews ever. And Tim Draper just talks over him. At one point, I thought he was going to take that microphone and just bop him in the head.
One of the best. It's really one of the best.
It really is. Let's listen in.
Jamie and JP Morgan, what do you think is going to be the thing that they will have to change the most or lose market share and somebody else is going to do better, faster, you know, serve their clients better than JP Morgan or Goldman Sachs can do?
You can just hear the bankers panicking right now.
But what
feel the panic in their voices. But here's
business that is most
here's what always happens. The first thing that happens is they try to go, oh, it's nothing. And they did that. I mean, that's with every new industry, every new technology comes along, the powers that be, the incumbents, the status quo, all say, it's nothing. Don't ignore the man behind the curtain. This is nothing. And then all of a sudden it's too big to get in there. You know, they're going, oh my God, I got to face this thing. And then they all line up and they wrap their arms together and they say, we're not letting this happen. And then it keeps going. And then they say, okay, well, let's sue them. Or
now, this is the best part, because he is basically throat punching Gary Gensler about what he's about to do in about 3 years. I think it was 2018 or something like that, 2019.
Yeah.
About what he's about to do. Then they go sue him. And everything he says after this is like Gary Gensler today.
Let's go get the government.
There's another thing they do. They
there we go.
adopt the technology. I think
No, that's at the end.
They will adopt this technology.
No, this is the last thing they do. No,
Yeah, it's like
it's
the
after.
seven
It's
stages
after.
of grief, I
Right.
know.
It's after the.
I
You
just
said that,
wish
man.
they could they have another interview? Because he did
They
not
should,
like
but
Gensler
you
get
see
a
how
word
Gary
in.
Gensler, he's like, he keeps putting, yeah. I know. That's not
But and he's really trying to make his point, and Draper's having none of it. He's like, dude, that's after. Shut up.
Yeah, I know. It's like, no.
He's already got the finger up there. He's about ready to jam it up his nostril.
Oh, it's amazing. It's amazing.
Right?
Here we go.
The press planting, they plant the press stories, they
do
put out lawsuits, they create as much of a fuss as possible, they try to get their government friends involved.
Like you, Gary Gensler, in a couple years.
And then they go, oh God, this thing's happening. And then they go, okay, what are we going to do? How do we get it? So then they either make or buy.
Pretty much it, Jeff.
Dude, 2018 was kind of like an exciting, that they had said behind him. You know, it's kind of like, it's an exciting time frame. You know, somebody was asking, did David Schwartz invent blockchain, 20 years ago? And in fact, if you pull up, this story happens to be from 2018. Ripple CTO David Schwartz, pre-blockchain tech, 20 years ahead of its time. And so he was working on something back in 98. He was working on a software tech that looked eerily similar to what's being used today to fuel crypto transactions, i.e. blockchain. So early beginnings, a lot of stuff going on. Maybe it was too soon for the technology, but that really gets your juices thinking, like, all right, this guy had some ideas.
Oh yeah, for
guys
sure.
working on it back in the late 80s, right? Back in the late 80s, who's working on computers at that point? There wasn't a lot of PCs floating around in people's homes.
No. Now this is interesting here. I wanted to put this, hang on, so we get rid of this other one first. But I want to put this up because Ellie Terret, she works with Charlie Gasparino. She's a producer and a journalist over there at Fox Business. But she put this up here, and I thought this is pretty interesting. She was commenting on the interview of John Deaton's interview with Jeremy Kauffman. She said, lots of things stood out to me in this interview, but here's what resonated the most. And this is a quote from Jeremy Kauffman, says, I tell blockchain entrepreneurs to obscure everything you're doing. Hide as much as you can. There's no sense in which by being a good guy, you're going to avoid it. Yeah,
I mean,
pretty much spot on.
How bad is that? How bad is it when these clowns, are out here telling companies, hey, come on in and talk to us. And then they come in and they're just body slamming them.
But Jeff, I mean, this is a tale of how life works sometimes. You go like, okay, maybe I'll do the right thing here. But then it ends up turning out bad for you because like you went the extra mile to do the right thing. And you're like, well, you could have just, but sometimes, sometimes that's the way it goes. And he's kind of getting around to that. The good guy, we came in, we talked to him, we got a Wells notice and he sold us. That's kind of how it works. She goes on to say, it's crazy to me that this is the kind of sentiment the SEC has fostered among blockchain entrepreneurs, that even if you play by the rules, you're still going to get dinged because there's actually no rules. This is certainly a case to pay attention to. There are no rules. That's the whole point.
I think sediment is the right word.
Sentiment, sediment.
Kind of sediment over there at the SEC. That
it is a sediment
at the bottom of the lake. It could be, especially if you go in the bogs, or you go out of the Everglades and you go step in all that sediment that's been collecting, and you see it's disgusting, and that's exactly what kind of floats around over there.
Sentiment. Okay, I was a little bit off there, Jeff, but that happens sometimes. It'll happen. It will happen. Let's see what else we got here. Do we have anything else in here, Jeff? Oh yeah, there's a story here I wanted to throw up. Yep. Yeah, so this was an interesting headline. This came out a couple of days ago, but Ripple reveals huge plans for the 40 billion NFT market on the XRP ledger. And I did read through this. There's some things that are like, come on. Why do you know? There you go. I like that.
That lawsuit sediment. There you go. Yeah.
Sediment. Yeah. Sentiment. Ripple's looking into a future where NFTs emerge from just being collectibles to having real world utility. A few areas being explored for deploying NFTs include media and entertainment, carbon credits, and real estate.
Oh, I just kind of skip over that. I couldn't read that carbon credits.
Let's try this again. Let's try this again and improve the sentence. A few areas being explored for deploying NFTs include media and entertainment and real estate.
Perfect. Carbon credits are voluntary.
Well, carbon credits is another clever word for taxes. I mean,
exactly.
It's like
I'm gonna pay my carbon credits.
Oh, I'm excited about it, but you're just paying a tax. Oh, yeah, but it's going to save the world, Jeff. Have you ever seen people more excited to pay a tax in their life? I mean, people are like, wow, yeah, you got to raise taxes, but then their taxes get raised like, why? Well, that's affecting me. It's always better when it happens to somebody else than when it happens to me. Nobody really likes it. There's always that one person that says, well, you kind of have to do that to manage everything. You got to make sure that everything's taken care of.
That's right. It's like all those people that are happy about our gas prices. I went to Costco today. It was $4.59 a gallon. That was really good. Had I gone to the regular gas station, I think it would have been $4.99.
Jeff, I'm about 40 miles north of you, and our gas is $3.50, and it's not even at Costco or BJ's.
Huh?
Why do you think that
premium?
is?
How about 93?
I don't use 93.
Still probably inexpensive. But everything here was over $4.
No, not paying it.
It was Meanwhile, $98 to fill the tank today. 98. I mean, come on.
I saw a trucker the other day. The trucker said, it's cost me $1,200 to fill my tank. $1,200.
$1,200. That's God,
it's like, look, the truckers, it came on a truck or a train. Okay. That's it. If the trains and the trucks aren't rolling, there are no supply chain. $7 in Los Angeles. Channing, what the hell, dude?
I guess you're walking. They're getting out those bikes. Everyone's riding bikes. That could be a blessing for LA because LA traffic sucks.
Well, that's because $4 of its tax. I mean,
that's right.
There's so many taxes hidden in there. Ripple's other endeavors recently joined the Digital Euro Association supporting partner.
Hang on. Cupper said, I don't mind paying high gas price if it means I support Ukraine, but it doesn't. That's the beauty of it. It doesn't mean that at all. Guess who they're getting the gas from? Let's see. Russia, Venezuela, Iran. Let's see. It does absolutely nothing. Nothing.
I think it's being facetious.
Doesn't support anybody. No, I know, but I had to comment on it. That's what I was going to say that too. That's what people say. That's the typical commentary. I don't
Look
mind
at
paying
this.
$8.
That's a good point. Chris Crypto Swell says it's too bad we can't like comments.
Oh, that'd be awesome. That'd be
What
sweet.
you can't see is Jeff and I can star them, and it turns there's a star there, and it lights it up. So that if we want to find it later,
Yeah.
that's a new feature they added. But
Yeah, that's a good one.
isn't it a good one? So there you go, Chris Crypto Swell. I just liked your tweet in our chat. What do you think about that?
That's right.
Got a big star next to your name now.
There you go. Very easy hydroponics. I worked out in the Gulf of Mexico for 2 years. There's plenty of oil out there that we only just need to turn the pumps back on.
Oh yeah, we have more oil than probably Saudi Arabia. We have a ton of oil here.
And everybody.
I always thought that I initially thought, well, the main plan is let them use all the oil and then we turn it on. It's like, oh, the Earth is running out. Sorry, suckers, we have all the oil, but that's not what's happening. It's not what's happening at all. And then so the administration said, you know how you can what to do? Download Gas Buddy, Jeff. That's what you can do.
Gas Buddy. Nick, you can tell your friend about Gas Buddy. $948 to load up the RV. Holy crap.
Can you imagine $1,000 to go somewhere?
God.
What kind of gas tank is that, man? I mean, how far can you get on a tank of $1,000? How far does $1,000 get you in an RV? I'm curious. By the way, Apple's co-founder Steve Wozniak thinks Bitcoin is going to 100 grand. I do too.
Oh yeah, I saw that. What do you think about that? I think it's going to 100,000 too.
Yeah, I just don't know when.
Yeah.
Put a date to it,
Yeah,
and then make it meaningful.
Then it's all good. I like that. Man, 100,000 on the Bitcoin, get a decoupling with the XRP, push XRP up to $1, and all is good.
That's right. It's all good. Yeah. I saw you put this one in the keep. Oh, man. Forbes, they want to make it a subscribe. Look at this, Jeff. I blocked here. Man.
Which one was
that? That was the XRP.
That's it. That was a good one, too.
That was a good one. Man. I don't like when they do that.
Let me see if I can get a free.
I'm not going to pay $7 to read it.
Oh, let's see. No.
If you grab
covered up with all sorts of crap. Oh, wait a minute. Here we go. I might have it. I got 1 of 4 articles left. So, just hang on.
Did you just stutter? Did I just hear?
Yeah.
Did you guys hear that?
Chris just detected a high system load that may impact your voice quality. That's what the heck is going on.
All right, here it is, right here. Oh crap!
Here we go. I got it open. You got it?
No, I Googled it because sometimes if you Google it, you'll get it open. But
there you go.
What did you do?
The price of Ripple's XRP is suddenly surging as Bitcoin, Ethereum, BNB, Solana, Cardano, Terra Luna, and Avalanche flatline. That's whoa. XRP, the payments cryptocurrency developed by the company Ripple, has suddenly rocketed higher, leaving Bitcoin, Ethereum, and other major coins in the dust. Man, that's up 10% over the last 24 hours. That was a couple days ago, but the XRP price jumped 10% after a positive development for Ripple in its long-running legal case with the U.S. financial regulator, better known as the Daddy G Show.
Look at this. 2 more comments before we get out of here. But Crypto Swell says, bust out another 1,000. Jim D says, I used to consult with Aramco and Saudi Arabia. The insider talk was USA had a strategy to pump Saudi Arabia dry, then deny them the means to gain an industrial revolution. Yeah. Well, there you go, Jeff. And that's all we have. You want to talk about when we stream?
Yeah, I got 1 quick meme to put up, and then we'll talk about when we stream.
That's why I heard that earlier, but you went. You went
So if you go to OntheChain.io, go check that out, OntheChain.io, and you will find out when we stream 6 days a week, Sunday through Thursday at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. For those that are already here and on this long, you guys already know that. So that's very cool.
There you go.
So we got Goop and Co. Check out my tweet I did of your show. Oh, no.
Oh, hang on a second. I got to check out Goop's tweet. Hang on. We might have to hold this over until I find it. All right. I'll check it out, Goop. Let's see what you got here. Let's see. Jeff, you talk while I do this. Let me see if I can find it.
Have a good night. Aloha.
Can you
And
throw
Evo
it in
Care, it's
the?
a great feeling you get when buying the boat quadruples when you manage to sell it.
All right, Jeff.
Much
This is
love,
actually,
everyone. Is blockchain a thing?
Goop, nicely done, man. Hang
There
on
we
a
go.
second. We got to extend this because I have to do this.
Still working on it.
No, I got to
Listen to
download it.
Connie. No, listen to Connie. Please hit the thumbs up and subscribe with notifications. Thank you very much. Thank you, Connie, for being here, an OG in the space, which is awesome. Big shout out to all of the OntheChain members, OntheChain subscribers. You guys know who you are. You guys are awesome. We have by far the best and the brightest in all of crypto YouTube space that gather here 6 days a week, which is really sweet.
Super sweet. So I'm gonna
All
take
right.
another.
Did you
hang
get
on a
it?
sec. Yep,
You
I have it
download it?
right.
Let's
Yeah,
go.
I gotta.
We got to get it.
I can't download it, so I have
Oh,
to. Hang on a second. Hang
Oh,
on.
no.
It's not all lost. Hang on. Here
All
we
right.
go.
Well, you got it. All right.
There it is, right there. So let's do the. Hang on a second. Let's do this. Let's do full screen here, and let's play this.
Yeah.
What a shocked face! Like,
Yeah.
shot I'm memeing the crap out of that right now. Right now, Jeff, ready?
Yeah, exactly. That's funny.
It's like, people are screenshotting and memeing the crap out of that right now, right?
Yeah.
I know. They're like, what a shock. Oh, you know what, Evil Carrot? You just made me like.
Yeah. Oh my God, that's so funny. Yeah.
That's
Oh,
some
that's
good-
awesome. That's awesome.
That is some good
That's
stuff.
awesome.
Thank you for that, Goop. Appreciate that.
What
That
a
was
great
funny.
way-
He's like,
what a great
screenshot
way to end
it.
it. Oh, you know what I forgot to do with all of this thing going on here? I forgot to close out the poll.
Close
Now
it
let's
out,
see
Jeff. You
where
got to
the
get out of
poll
here.
is. I know we got to get out of here. So I'm gonna end it. 54% said yes, 15% said no, 31% said WTF. I came here for XRP talk.
Oh, man. So it's tied. No beard for Jeff.
Well, 54% said yes.
Jeff, you got to grow the beard. You got to talk your wife into it. She probably doesn't want you looking like a
Yeah.
haggardly dude, haggardly
David
homeless
Williams,
person.
Come on now.
All right. Well, that's all we have, guys. Again, as always, we hope we had a little bit of fun tonight. It was a little goofier and zanier than usual. There's usually one of those shows a week. Who's down with OTC? Serge, what did Sir John say?
Well, you should stream 7 days a week instead
Oh,
of 6.
God.
Now he's just dragging it on, so we're here for that extra 2 minutes. So not going to shave until the SEC loses, and I think that should be a thing. Nobody shaves until the
I like that,
victory.
Jeff. I like
There we
that a
go.
lot. I like it a lot. Like a lot.
All right, let's get out of here. Come
Let's
on.
go. Chip and Jeff out. We are out of here. Ow!
Are you down with OTC? Please like, subscribe, and click the bell to be notified when the next video drops.